Real Life TV, episode 13. We got a special guest today. Owner and CEO of BagBoi Records, Jordan. What's up, man?
Thank you for having me.
What made you fall in love with music?
Honestly, my family been in the industry for a minute.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. Like 50 Cent was always like that nigga to me that just had me like wanting to get that bag. You feel me?
Okay.
I always fucked with his the gangster flow that's always in everyone's face, no back down shit. You feel me? So he definitely inspired me to like really run it up.
2. How did you come up with your name for the record label and all that?
So I'm gonna be honest, like that's my cousin, Young Puz.
Okay.
Young Puz, he's the OG BagBoi.
Mm-hmm.
He just really trusted me to, help elevate the vision, and I'm blessed every day that he shared it with me because he's the BagBoi. You feel me? So, but my name 2-3, like it just kind of was natural. You feel me? Because
okay.
Jordan, but I don't know. It's like an alter ego. There's Jordan.
Yeah.
There's 2-3, but. In terms of BagBoi, like it was only right when we did, we was coming up with the record label that was BagBoi Records, to make sure that, Puz is really, stamping his legacy and, we helping, all the underground folks that, really about their bag and, want to get up, give them that light.
3. Who is Jordan, the person?
Jordan's a visionary.
Okay.
You feel me? Man of, shit, I guess you could say woman too, because I got a unisex name. But me individually, like, I'm personally I consider myself just a faithful man of God.
Nice.
I let God lead the way, and I don't question him. That's where I was tripped up. A few years back, I remember there was just a lot of bad stuff happening.
Yeah.
But I was looking at it from like it was someone else's problem.
Yeah.
And then I take accountability and ownership for myself. And once you do, you start getting the way paid for you just by telling God what you want. So.
Yeah, that's facts.
I'm just a man of God first.
4. Who inspires you?
Honestly, like this may sound like arrogant, but I inspire me. Like I inspire myself because I know my potential. So it's like, who's gonna disappoint me? Me, because I got no expectations of anyone else. I'm not really inspired by folks because I feel like that's temporary. But I learned from a lot of individuals.
Got it. So
if there's some folks and individuals that definitely helped me learn, it's individuals like Jordan Peterson, Tony Robinson, David Goggins, Donda Pondy. A lot of those individuals, the ones that I choose to, are even Jim Quick. He's the super brain coach, they call him. I like individuals that teach me how to unlock, potential in my brain, just becoming a better learner.
5. If you could pick like 5 labels, like rap labels of all time, like, what would those labels be? Excluding yourself. Because I know everybody's going to throw themselves.
Like my favorite or like in terms of like notorious?
Not like your favorite. I don't like.
I'm going to be honest, like, and I was having this conversation with one of my associates the other day.
Okay.
I don't really got favorites, to be honest.
Okay.
I like anything in life, I really don't have favorites.
Nothing?
There's individuals, there's companies or foods or whatever that I may prefer over others. Some that grab my attention, I'm going to be honest, like when I see BagBoi Records, I think of Rock Nation. I'm trying to be like a lifestyle.
Okay.
Like if there's one folk I always compare myself to and like are striving to be is Jay-Z. Because he's the businessman, you know what I mean? Like he's the mogul. It's deeper than music. Like I'm trying to teach these artists, I think why a lot of, folks, especially back home, got respect for me. Because like half the time we never even talk about the music. We just talking about the business. Because if we don't understand the business, all this music shit is irrelevant. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I definitely admire Jay-Z a lot. Him and his girl, you feel me? Beyonce, they're a power couple. But yeah, I would say I'm trying to be like that.
Okay. I respect that. You ain't got no favorites. 6. How do you feel about the current rap game?
I think it's black and white. You got folks, I feel like individuals like Kendrick and J. Cole that are so lyrical and just so dedicated to the artistry of things. And then on the other side, you got individuals that are just trying to catch a trend and a buzz and blow up on TikTok. I think you just gotta keep that real rap. Just make sure we still putting on for the culture and not letting any of these folks that excuse me,
no problem,
are really just not out here rapping. They're just trying to catch a wave. But I don't. But I'll be honest. Like nowadays, because there's a lot of artists I'm managing and consulting with. I'm just listening mainly to a lot of underground stuff. So on my playlist, it's all old school folks. So I'm not really even caught up in this generation because there's just a lot of whack ass artists.
If you had like a dream collab, you could work with anybody to help you build your brand better. Who would it be with? Because you named a lot of people.
P Diddy.
You were?
Yeah, P Diddy.
Wow.
Yeah, it would definitely be P Diddy.
Okay. Why? Because you said 50 Cent, you said Jay, you said all those motivational speakers, and all, like you said like a whole bunch of people. Why Diddy?
Because I feel like Diddy's the connector. He's that shot caller. And I feel like he definitely. If you think about Diddy, just the time that he was coming up in, like he could tell you about conversations with Biggie. All the way up to now, what I mean. So like I feel like there's just, especially like the culture that I'm in, the lifestyle that I'm building.
Yeah,
I could not right now in this lifetime, but I know a future relate to him the most, and like I feel like he just he has a lot of knowledge to drop.
Okay.
But yeah, and I would say Diddy just because I feel like even if you look at his kids too, it's a little bit different than Jay-Z because they're both successful. But it's like LeVar Ball, for example, right? Like your kids are gonna be a representation of your failures or your success. So the fact that like his kids are famous and they all on their own, like I think that's a really good representation of the type of man he is and the leader. So I don't really know, like especially like family man. I feel like it's one thing to get business, but if you get around someone like Diddy who's a family man and a businessman, like we're gonna really just be able to chop it up about life.
All right. I mean, I appreciate that answer.
Hey.
Besides, being in the music and you also do life insurance, do you see yourself branching out into other things as well?
For sure.
Besides those two things?
Everything. Yeah.
Just
I wanna be able to, buy real estate,
okay,
restaurants, all of it. Just the more opportunity, the more jobs, the more I'm able to build up a community. So I'm open to anything.
Multiple streams of income and all that. Basically,
Sure.
That's dope.
No.
How do you come up with the process of a business plan?
First, you got to vision it.
Okay.
I heard this thing, it was actually from Jim Quick, who was considered the super brain coach. He said Albert Einstein was really not that smart, but he just had it figured out in the sense of like putting yourself in a peak state of mind. It's called the theta state.
Okay.
So what I do is I work backwards. So whenever I'm in the process of like a new idea, I know I need something, I put myself in the environment first, and then the environment is going to be, the byproduct of the environment, I'm going to be in a peak state of mind.
Okay.
So that's going to allow me to visualize, and then from there I'm able to write it down, and then I usually consult with my team about it. I'll do it again, meet about it, and then finalize it. It's a long process. Okay. So, usually like, even like right now where I'm at in this moment, was prepared, weeks ago or months ago.
Yeah.
So it's like when I show up, it's just time to execute because, failing to plan is planning to fail. So in terms of how you execute, when that opportunity comes, when preparation meets opportunity, beautiful things happen. I want to be as prepared as possible.
Okay.
So it usually comes down with visualizing it first and make sure you're right in the environment, and also relying on your team. I rely a lot on my team and just so open to constructive criticism, and that allows me to have better ideas. Because if I always think I got it, like, oh, this is the best idea, this and that, you never know.
No, that's a fact. So, that's a fact.
Opening up that floor for individuals to judge is, and people don't like that word, is judge, but like, I really wanted to judge it because there's gonna be other folks judging it. So I'd rather hear it from here first and consult about it.
Nah, that's dope. Like they said, if you're the smartest person in your circle, you need a new circle. Like, you gotta continue to grow and, like you said, take the criticism.
Turn.
What advice would you give someone watching this episode?
Advice I would give someone watching this episode is do not care about other people's opinions. There's a lot of stuff I could say, but if you let someone else, opinions matter to you, then you're not actually going to be able to execute anything you want. You're going to have a roof over your head. So regardless if you're trying to be the best scholar, doctor, businessman, or woman, whatever, first you need to not give a fuck about anyone else and what they think. And that's not disrespectful or being selfish, but it's just protecting your peace and your visions first. So you got a dream, make a goal, create a plan, and then go execute. You're going to fail, but fail forward, keep on getting back up. You're going to learn, you're going to grow, and understand this is a marathon. Like Nipsey Hussle said, rest in peace. This is a marathon. It ain't no race. Keep the horse binders on, and I promise you're gonna make your folks proud. You're gonna make yourself proud first.
That's some good advice right there. Well, there you have it. That's the 10 questions, Jordan. I appreciate you coming through, sharing the love and all that. Plug in everything, BagBoi, social media, all that.
Follow the whole team: Young Puz, BagBoi, CJ, CEEJ6Y, Family, Bougie, Brand New, Givenchy, Isaac, John at Master Productions, and everybody else. JW Life of Wealth. I appreciate and love all of y'all. Tap in. We're on the come up.
Peace out. That was dope.
Appreciate it, bro.
Dropped a lot of gems.